Elm Logistics. For all your logistic needs, call 631-299-3595. That's 631-299-3595. Elm Global Logistics. Pride, performance, and partnerships.
But yeah, again, think about what you've done. Not just you, but we'll get into it. But what you've done for what these women are making now, and they're well deserved. They're great athletes. I get it, but you guys are the GOATs, right? You guys are the ones that built this. And to think about it, like you said, popcorn match, almost like the little people. I want to try to be you guys were the circus part of it, right?
Can you say midgets anymore? I don't even
on
know.
this show, absolutely yes. But then again, they've
yeah.
suspended us 1,000 times. Who knows what they'll do next? But yes, you were with the little people, and but what you made into, you guys are the ones that built it. But we've had Nicoletta Baby Doll on the show, and she tells a story how both you and her tried out for the WWE. She didn't realize it was a tryout, and that's how they accepted you. Could you share that story?
Well, I mean, I have to be honest with you. I don't remember that.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I love Nicola, and we talk every now and then, or at least message every now and then. And I mean, she's fabulous. But I really don't recall. I mean, if she didn't know it was a audition, a tryout, then I didn't know it was a tryout either. I don't remember that occasion. So I just have to kind of defer back to the way I kind of went in was, I mean, I was trained by Nelson Royal in North Carolina for months and months and months and months. And then when I was ready, matter of fact, it was my father had said, well, you've got to just for politics, you need to go talk to Moolah and this, that, whatever. And I didn't want to do it. And because we knew Moolah, and I knew Moolah since was a baby. And so now here I am grown up and, at her door. And so she, that day, she said, okay, well, let's kind of see what you got, and put me in the ring with someone. And it was a total nightmare. It was a cluster, and the reason it was because, well, a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people don't know, but Moolah, the reason she was so successful was because she trained her women to work from the right side. So like, if they went to grab a headlock, anything, it was all from the right side. And men work from the left side. And so whenever I intentionally went to North Carolina and wanted to be trained by Nelson, because I wanted to be trained like the guys. I didn't want to do monkey flips and, pull hair, just some of the things you saw over and over again. I really wanted to, get in there, and I wanted them to enjoy it and get into it as much as the men's matches. So anyhow, so, we're in the ring for probably 20 minutes, and it was so sad. I mean, it was just really bad. So Moolah tells me, or back to the left and right thing. That's why we just kept missing each other in the ring. And so she at that time said, well, you need to come here, to her farm, need to go there. And, I needed to spend about 3 months or so working out with her girls. And I knew what all that meant. All that meant was I was going to be under Moolah. I was going to be one of Moolah's girls. And I, again, intentionally, I knew whenever I started that was not the route I wanted to go. And so I remember leaving her place, and I called my father, and I told him, I said, if I have to go through her, I'm done right now. not going any further. And that was the last time. That was the last time I saw Moolah until I actually wrestled her a couple of years later. And yeah, so there was a little animosity and all there, but it worked itself out eventually.
How did you feel? How do you feel about the stories about Moolah? Were they true? I mean, we'll talk about this later on too. Dark Side of the Ring. Again, we're just fans. We're not in the know. But was the reason you stayed away from Moolah is because you heard those bad things about her?
Well, I mean, not that I even heard so much, because until I decided to train, I was really not around it as much anymore. My mother and father split, and I was just away from that life for quite a while. So so wasn't really that I heard anything. I just didn't want to. Again, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to train and work that style. It just was too. I don't know. Again, in my mind, we could get in there and we could do more than just get whistles and and be a popcorn match. And if you do it right, you can get people involved. And but that whole left and right thing was just so awkward to me. And I think that's why a lot of times it even looked awkward in the ring, for some women's matches, because it was just. But that's how Moolah kept control, and having her girls work with her girls, because they all worked from the opposite side, and so. But plus, the little money we were getting, I didn't want. I knew about that. I knew that she was completely in charge of everyone's money, and I thought, well, I don't need that.
Yeah. Wow.
I thank you. I'll be in charge of my own.
Trendsetter, Robin. I want to bring it back a little bit though. So, Nicoletta, sure. Baby doll, ends up marrying Sam Houston. They have wonderful kids together, but the relationship goes bad for many different reasons. Explain to me the dynamics there, right? How does someone like yourself, you have a relationship with your brother, you have a relationship with now Nicoletta, how do you keep that balance, considering the true story behind it? How do you manage that part of your life?
We don't talk much. I mean, I don't, I think this kind of rings true probably with most wrestlers, or, most people, or even maybe most people in entertainment, entertainment business, is that and also the fact that we're in different states. I mean, we have things like this now, and that, a lot more ways to communicate now than we could before. But we just didn't spend a whole lot of time around each other. Like they were on the road, and then when they split, then Sam's on the road, Nicola's on the road, I'm on the road. So there wasn't, if you saw each other, it was in passing, maybe at some event, and that was about it. But we didn't do things like Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we did not have that kind of family unit going on.
That Brady Bunch family unit, totally.
Yeah, right,
totally
right.
Get it.
I think that's why I loved. Yeah, I think that's why I loved the Brady Bunch so much too.
I think that's why most of us did, right? Because I think most people don't have that family unit, and now even in society, now how society's turning, I think it's even getting worse. So
yeah,
I totally get it.
I agree. We got to bring it back.
Just a few months away.